Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Talk BL, another game week, another episode. Sorry you couldn't record last game week according to some reasons. Main reason is that a lot of the games were cancelled. Man U's game was cancelled, Liverpool's game was cancelled, Chelsea's game was cancelled. Hence why I got 44 points last game week. Kabir is here with us.
Hey guys.
So yeah, for last week, anyone who had three Man City players would have done somewhat above average. I had only two players from City, two players from Arsenal. Also, if you have three players from Arsenal last game week and three players from City, that would be the best performing team, I assume. And other than that, there isn't really much to my team. I didn't do any transfers. I was away for last week, so I didn't really do any transfers. But yeah, out of my team, Jesus performed well. Haaland scored as well. Cancelo did a good clean sheet and one assist, I believe, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And other than that, Ben White also held a clean sheet. Martinez held a clean sheet finally. Doesn't need any saving points. And Bailey got me 3 points. Andreas only 1 point. Other than that, the entire team was 0. And yeah, let's.
Mahmoud, what's your team like going into game week 9? Did you make any
So,
transfers?
so as you guys see, I've done only one transfer. I still hold one extra transfer. I only took Arnold out and I bought in Trippier. He's been performing consistently. I don't believe in Arnold to keep his composure for next Liverpool's games. If we can see here in the screen, we see that Liverpool are going to be playing against Brighton next week, then Arsenal, then Man City, then even West Ham after that. West Ham might not be the toughest, but at least against Arsenal and City, I don't think they're keeping a clean sheet at all. Other than that, I brought in Trippier. They've been performing well lately. If you look at the points, been almost consistent except in his game against Liverpool. He didn't hold the clean sheet. Other than that, he's been at least 5 points in. So I bought in Trippier, and that's the only transfer I'm doing this week, and I'm keeping the rest of the team.
Perfect. Of our viewers who have, let's say, like 3 Liverpool players, do you think it's wise to get rid of, like take the load off of Liverpool side and invest somewhere else, or do you think Liverpool is going to bounce back?
I think you can keep bidding on their attack. They might score still, but I don't believe in them holding clean sheets from now on. So if you have one or two defenders of Liverpool, you should at least get rid of one of them, if not all of them.
For Salah, he hasn't been having the best start of the season like last year or last season. Do you think it's worth holding on to him or switch to maybe like a Son or a De Bruyne instead of him?
I believe you can still bid on him. I feel like Salah might come back consistent again. It's a hard bet as well. I mean, for the fact that he's having two hard games coming up, you might be, if you have the money and you have the transfer, it might be a good option to bid on someone else for the next game week. It might not have to be De Bruyne. Maybe someone who doesn't have any tough games coming up might be a good option as well. But for me, I feel like Salah might still come with at least one goal in each of the next games if Liverpool hold their attack composure. So let's wait and see.
Fair enough. So Trippier captain, hopefully that pays off.
Yeah, I went for Turbia as a captain. Let's see if that pays off. How about your team, Kabir?
I'm gonna share
How many points did you get last week?
and you can have a look at my beautiful team. So can you confirm that you can see my screen?
I cannot yet. And now I can.
Perfect. So last week I was pretty active in making my transfers. I actually took a hit of -4, but that was surely not paid off because I had taken -4 to bring in Mitrovic, who for the first time this season did not contribute. So I lost a couple of points overall. But again, I had 11.
Yeah, but you still technically Arsenal, so that's what held you.
Yeah. So
Did Ward get 0 points out of losing clean sheets?
yes, he conceded two and he lost the clean sheet, so he didn't contribute any. But Sanchez didn't play, right? So that was the best shot I had. Other than that, everyone in my team, well, for most part, they performed decent. I had maxed out on Arsenal and City, and I'm planning of keeping it the same. Um,
Hmm.
so Arsenal, Haaland being Haaland, consistent, Cancelo with a phenomenal assist. So, but this guy is going somewhere. He scored last game, so I'm happy with my score. Not like it could have been better. like like I could have made a better, let's say, star or the captain, maybe Saliba, which was a surprise. But let's say Cancelo was a better alternate to sub. But I'm happy with what I had, what I got. Um, moving into game week 9, my team looks like this. I'm still going with Warda in my post because Sanchez facing Liverpool. I'm not too hopeful he's gonna keep a clean sheet there. I'm hoping Leicester for once, like they haven't won a single game this season yet. So Nottingham Forest would be their chance. Plus, it's home game for them. So this would be their chance to bounce back or at least start their journey towards staying in this league, right? So hoping that they have that mentality and they manage to keep that clean sheet. So I'm still gonna go with him this week. For my defense, I have James Trippier, Cancelo, and Nico Williams. Uh, it's a contradictory pick here. I know I'm gonna lose clean sheet on one on or the other, or most probably both, but I'm hoping for a 0-0 draw. That's a far-fetched ask, but let's see how that goes. In my mid, I'm staying consistent with my last week. Well, I got one, like Salah was not playing last week, rather Saliba was playing last week, so that's my sub who's coming in. I did not make any transfer this week because I want to give Salah one last chance to see if he, like, one last chance to check if he actually performs or not. Um, if not, then he'll be out of my team next week for sure because 13 million is a lot, and like not giving me 2 points for 13 million is not a fair trade. So this is the player I'm gonna watch going into game week 9. Other than that, I'm not too hopeful about like massively scoring like points accumulating team this week, considering all the big teams are facing each other. Like Tottenham's facing Arsenal, Man U's facing Man City, Liverpool is facing Brighton. Brighton has been one of the top teams this season, right? So
Hmm.
I'm not, and Fulham's facing Newcastle. So I'm not like, I'm a big fan of Newcastle at this point, at least. They have been doing good work. So I'm not too hopeful that I'm gonna get loads of points out of this team, but I'm hoping to target somewhat over average. For my
Yeah, it's
captain,
definitely a
well,
tough week coming up with all the big teams clashing together.
yeah, this week for all the viewers, if you have a starting lineup of decent players who have been performing, don't bother changing them because it's a tough week for all the different teams, and you do want to hold on to your main players for following weeks because that's when you target for points more.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. Sometimes some risky bets pays off higher, but you
It
never
does. It
know
does.
really.
Like I do want to bet on, let's say, Arsenal because well, they're sitting on top of the league, right? And I want to bring in Saliba, but I don't know if he's gonna do any better than Nico Williams at this point. And plus, Leicester has not maintained a single clean sheet this season. So I know, and he's a really attacking-minded player, Nico Williams. So if things persist and Leicester are to concede, there's a good chance that he'll be involved in that attack. So considering that I left Saliba out, my bench is pretty heavy packed. So if anyone doesn't play, I know I have players coming up. Um, so yeah, for my captain's armband, it's going with I'm going with Haaland again. There's no justified reason on why I'm not going with Cancelo or Salah or Trippier. I just feel like Haaland's been consistent this season, so I'm just gonna go with him.
Whose home will it be? Cities or Manus?
It's City's home, so
Okay.
yeah. So I'm just hoping that Haaland keeps performing the way he has been performing, and then especially considering that they got a good rest in between, which was unexpected due to the passing of Queen. So I'm not seeing Haaland being benched anytime soon. He got like that week rest, so he should be good to continue. Because that's my only concern with Haaland is Pep might put Julian Alvarez instead of him once in a while, but fingers crossed. My like I'm most probably gonna make him my vice captain just to be on the safe side. Actually, make it. I'm gonna make it Trippier because he's facing Fulham. Fulham has been good. I'm not saying Fulham is bad, but
Mm.
considering the new man, excuse me, the new Manu and Fulham, I think the new Manu has a better chance. But then again, this is going to be a debate for me. Either of them will have my vice captain armband, but Haaland stays my captain going into game week 9. No transfer this week. I'm going to hold my transfer. So hopefully next week, when I have two free transfers, my deal would be to swap him with De Bruyne and get rid of Bernardo because I can only have three from City and bring in, let's say, the likes of maybe like a Sancho or let's say like Luis Diaz. If I want to have like Liverpool influence in my team, I'll most probably bring in Diaz. If not, I'm gonna look into let's say a Man U player or Son, like not Son but Kulusevski and all those. But for sure, if Salah's not performing against Brighton, he's out of my team, and De Bruyne will be replacing him.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah, let's wait and see.
having that said, it's a new month. Well, September is almost done. If you do like all these videos, like and subscribe. Um, Leave a comment with your what change you are making going into game week 9, and we'll be doing a draw last like at the end of the month. Well, we'll go by who has the like and comment, like who is subscribed and who commented, and then we'll do a draw, and whoever is the lucky winner gets $100 gift card. Having that said, did you have anything to add to it, Mohammed?
No, that's pretty much it. Just don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next game week.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.